Hello everyone. Today we're exploring a topic that could change the way you approach snacking. If you're someone who enjoys a handful of nuts every so often, whether almonds, walnuts, or something a bit more unique, you might be surprised to learn that some nuts can offer remarkable health benefits, while others carry hidden risks you may not have considered. For many older adults in the US, even small dietary adjustments can make a significant impact on energy levels, heart health, and overall well-being. Today, we'll look at 4 incredibly beneficial nuts that can support your heart, memory, and immune system, and 4 others you should be cautious about due to hidden calories, allergens, or other concerns. By the end of this discussion, you'll know exactly which nuts can enhance your longevity and which ones may not be as beneficial as they seem. So settle in, grab a cup of tea, and let's dive into the 4 must-eat nuts for a healthier life. We'll break down each of these nuts, highlighting their benefits, potential concerns, and the best ways to incorporate them into your daily routine. First up, let's talk about almonds, the heart's best friend. Almonds have been prized for centuries, not only for their delicious taste, but also for their powerful health benefits. If you've ever walked down the snack aisle, you've probably seen almonds in a variety of forms: raw, roasted, slivered, almond butter, or even almond milk. So, what makes these tiny nuts a true superfood, especially for older adults? One of the main reasons almonds are so beneficial is their ability to support heart health. They're packed with monounsaturated fats, often called good fats, which help lower LDL, bad cholesterol, while boosting HDL, good cholesterol, providing natural protection against heart disease. If you're monitoring your cholesterol or have been advised by your doctor to improve your cardiovascular health, a daily handful of almonds could be an easy but powerful way to support your heart. But the benefits don't stop there. Almonds are also a great source of magnesium, a mineral essential for maintaining steady blood pressure, supporting nerve function, and keeping muscles, including your heart, functioning well. Many older adults unknowingly have low magnesium levels, which can contribute to high blood pressure, muscle cramps, and even irregular heartbeats. By adding almonds to your diet, you're naturally boosting your magnesium intake. Another great perk: almonds are excellent for your skin thanks to their high vitamin E content, one of the most potent antioxidants. This helps fight oxidative stress, a major cause of aging. As a result, almonds can reduce the appearance of wrinkles, keep your skin hydrated, and even protect against sun damage. If you're looking for a natural way to keep your skin glowing, almonds might be your new best friend. Of course, moderation is key. While almonds are packed with healthy fats, they're also calorie dense. So sticking to about 23 almonds, 1 ounce a day is ideal. If you prefer flavored almonds, like those coated in chocolate or honey, be cautious, as added sugars and fats can turn a nutritious snack into more of a dessert. And if you or someone you know has a tree nut allergy, almonds may not be the safest choice. Now, if almonds are the heart's best friend, then our next nut might just be your brain's greatest ally: walnuts, the ultimate brain booster. If you've ever cracked open a walnut, you might have noticed that it resembles a human brain. Nature could be onto something, because walnuts are one of the best foods for supporting cognitive health. Whether you're looking to sharpen your memory, support long-term brain function, or reduce the risk of cognitive decline, walnuts should be at the top of your shopping list. One of the primary reasons walnuts stand out is their incredible omega-3 fatty acid content, particularly alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a plant-based omega-3 that helps reduce inflammation throughout the body. Why is this important? Chronic inflammation is a major contributor to age-related cognitive decline, memory loss, and even conditions like Alzheimer's disease. But that's not all. Walnuts are also packed with antioxidants that help protect brain cells from damage. Studies have shown that regular walnut consumption may improve memory, processing speed, and overall brain function, making them a smart choice for anyone aiming to maintain sharp cognitive abilities. If you're concerned about blood sugar control, walnuts offer another hidden benefit. Some studies suggest that regular walnut consumption may improve insulin sensitivity, making them an excellent option for those managing prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. Walnuts contain a unique combination of healthy fats, fiber, and protein, which helps slow down digestion and prevent blood sugar spikes, setting them apart from many other nuts. That said, walnuts are calorie dense, so moderation is key. A good serving size is about 14 walnut halves per day. Some people find walnuts to be slightly bitter due to their tannins. If you don't enjoy the natural flavor, you can lightly roast or soak them to mellow the taste. Walnuts also contain a high amount of oil, which makes them prone to going rancid if stored improperly. For maximum freshness, store them in an airtight container in the fridge or freezer. With all their brain-boosting, heart-supporting, and blood sugar-regulating properties, walnuts are a true superfood. If you're looking to keep your mind sharp and your body strong, making walnuts a daily part of your routine is a great choice. Next up is pistachios, a smart snack for weight management. Pistachios are not just a delicious snack, but they're also a great choice for anyone looking to maintain a healthy weight without feeling deprived. These little green gems, often enjoyed in social settings, pack a nutritional punch while being lower in calories compared to many other nuts. If you love snacking but are concerned about portion control, pistachios might be the perfect solution. One of the key advantages of pistachios is their relatively low calorie content. When compared ounce for ounce to almonds or walnuts, pistachios have fewer calories, making them a more figure-friendly option. Of course, this doesn't mean you can eat them endlessly, but it does make them a great choice if you want a satisfying, crunchy snack that won't derail your health goals. In addition to being lower in calories, pistachios are rich in protein and fiber, both of which help keep you feeling full longer. Satiety is important when trying to avoid overeating, and pistachios offer a great balance of protein, fiber, and healthy fats to curb hunger and support weight management. But the benefits of pistachios don't stop at weight control. They're also fantastic for eye health. Pistachios contain lutein and zeaxanthin, two powerful antioxidants known to protect against age-related macular degeneration. As we get older, our eyes become more vulnerable to damage from blue light and oxidative stress, but these antioxidants act as a natural defense, helping to maintain sharp vision for years to come. Despite their many benefits, pistachios still require portion control. Even though they have fewer calories than some nuts, they are still energy-dense, and it's easy to overeat them. A healthy serving size is about 49 pistachios per ounce, which is more than most other nuts, thanks to their smaller size. This makes them a satisfying option for snacking. However, as with any tree nut, allergies can be a concern. If you have a sensitivity to nuts, it's best to consult with a doctor before adding pistachios to your diet. Overall, pistachios offer a delicious, crunchy, and nutritious way to support weight management and eye health while keeping snacking enjoyable. Pair them with some fresh fruit or low-sugar yogurt, and you've got yourself a well-balanced, satisfying treat. Now, let's move on to a nut that may not be on your radar, but is incredibly powerful in small doses: Brazil nuts, the guardian of the thyroid. While Brazil nuts may not be as commonly found in snack bowls as almonds or walnuts, they are incredibly potent when it comes to thyroid health and immune support. These large crescent-shaped nuts are one of the most concentrated sources of selenium, a mineral that plays a crucial role in regulating thyroid function. The thyroid controls metabolism, energy levels, and many other essential bodily functions, making it important to keep it functioning optimally, especially as we age. Selenium is a key component in the production of thyroid hormones, which influence everything from mood and weight management to brain function and immune response. Even a slight selenium deficiency can lead to imbalances, making it harder for your body to regulate metabolism efficiently. In addition to supporting thyroid health, Brazil nuts offer strong antioxidant properties, working alongside vitamin E and other compounds to fight oxidative stress and inflammation, which can contribute to aging and chronic diseases. Selenium is also known to help support the immune system, enabling your body to fight off illnesses and recover more efficiently. One of the most fascinating things about Brazil nuts is that you only need a small amount to reap the benefits. Unlike other nuts, where a handful is considered a healthy serving, Brazil nuts are so rich in selenium that just 1 or 2 nuts per day is enough to meet your body's needs. Because they are so concentrated, eating too many Brazil nuts can lead to selenium toxicity, which may cause symptoms such as brittle nails, digestive issues, and even neurological problems. Moderation is absolutely key here. Think of Brazil nuts as a supplement rather than a snack you can eat in the large quantities. If you're not fond of their slightly dry texture, try chopping a single Brazil nut into smaller pieces and mixing it with other nuts or seeds. This way, you can still enjoy their powerful benefits without overdoing it. Brazil nuts also pair well with fresh fruit or yogurt, giving your breakfast or snack a nutritional boost. In conclusion, Brazil nuts are remarkable for supporting thyroid health and immune function. But remember that a little goes a long way when it comes to this powerful nut. Now that we've covered the 4 must-eat nuts, it's time to take a closer look at 4 nuts you might want to be cautious about or consume in moderation. While nuts are often celebrated as healthy snacks, not all of them offer the same benefits. Some nuts come with hidden risks, including excessive calories, potential allergens, or even harmful toxins. If you're focused on weight management, heart health, or avoiding unnecessary additives, there are a few nuts you may want to limit or skip altogether. Let's explore 4 types of nuts that may not be the best choices for older adults looking to maintain optimal health. First on the list is macadamia nuts, the calorie bomb in disguise. Macadamia nuts are often associated with indulgence, whether in decadent white chocolate macadamia, cookies, gourmet snack mixes, or luxurious roasted varieties. Their rich, buttery texture makes them a favorite among nut lovers. However, if you're concerned about calorie intake and weight management, they might not be your best option. One of the biggest issues with macadamia nuts is their extremely high calorie and fat content. While most nuts contain heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, macadamia nuts take this to an extreme, packing over 200 calories and 21 grams of fat per ounce, about 10 to 12 nuts. While these fats aren't necessarily unhealthy, the sheer density of calories can make it easy to overconsume them without even realizing it. Another problem is that macadamia nuts are deceptively easy to eat in large quantities. Unlike almonds or pistachios, which require more chewing and have a firmer texture, macadamias are soft, creamy, and mildly sweet, making them feel almost like a dessert. It's far too easy to eat handful after handful, and before you know it, you've consumed hundreds of extra calories. Furthermore, many commercially available macadamia nuts are coated in sugar, salt, or even butter, which makes them even more of a dietary trap. Whether it's honey-roasted macadamias or chocolate-covered versions, these variations add unnecessary sugars and saturated fats, 2 things that aren't great for heart health, especially if you're managing cholesterol or blood pressure. How can you enjoy macadamia nuts in moderation? If you absolutely love them, portion control is the key. Try buying pre-portioned snack packs instead of large containers and mix them into meals rather than eating them on their own. For instance, sprinkling a few macadamia nuts over a salad or adding them to a homemade trail mix can help you savor their rich flavor without going overboard. While macadamia nuts aren't inherently bad, their high calorie count, ease of overconsumption, and frequent unhealthy preparations make them a nut to limit, not freely snack on, especially if weight management and heart health are top priorities. Next, we have peanuts, a common allergen with hidden risks. Peanuts are a staple in many households, from peanut butter sandwiches to roasted peanuts at sporting events. They are one of the most widely consumed nuts in America. However, despite their popularity, peanuts come with several potential drawbacks, making them a nut, or more accurately, a legume, to eat with caution. First and foremost, peanuts are not actually nuts. They are legumes, meaning they belong to the same family as beans and lentils. While this may not seem significant, it explains why some people with tree nut allergies can still eat peanuts, while others may react severely to both. Unfortunately, peanut allergies are among the most dangerous food allergies, often causing life-threatening anaphylactic reactions. If you or a loved one has a peanut allergy, complete avoidance is the only safe option. Beyond allergies, peanuts have another hidden danger: aflatoxins. Aflatoxins are toxic compounds produced by a type of mold that can contaminate peanuts, especially when stored in warm, humid environments. These toxins have been linked to liver damage and an increased risk of liver cancer. While the U.S. has strict regulations to limit aflatoxin exposure, it remains a concern, particularly when buying bulk peanuts or peanut products stored for long periods. Another issue with peanuts is that many peanut products contain unhealthy additives. For example, many peanut butters contain hydrogenated oils, added sugars, and excessive salt, all of which can contribute to heart disease, weight gain, and inflammation. Even roasted peanuts are often coated with excess salt, artificial flavorings, or sweet glazes, turning what could be a healthy snack into a nutritional minefield. How can you enjoy peanuts more healthily? If you love peanuts, choose natural peanut butter without added oils or sugars, and be mindful of portion sizes. Also, store peanuts properly in a cool, dry place to reduce the risk of mold contamination. While peanuts can be part of a healthy diet, their allergy risk, susceptibility to aflatoxin contamination, and frequent unhealthy processing make them a nut to approach with caution. Next on the list are pine nuts, which are pricey, delicate, and prone to off flavors. Pine nuts are often favored in gourmet dishes, such as being sprinkled over salads, blended into pesto, or added to Mediterranean and Italian cuisine for their subtle, buttery flavor. They have been a prized ingredient for centuries, offering a mild crunch that pairs wonderfully with herbs, cheese, and fresh vegetables. However, when it comes to everyday snacking and nutrition, pine nuts have several drawbacks that make them less ideal compared to other nuts. One of the main concerns with pine nuts is their high oil content, which makes them extremely perishable. Unlike almonds or walnuts, which can last for months at room temperature, pine nuts have a short shelf life and spoil quickly if not stored properly. When they go bad, they develop an unpleasant stale or sour taste, which not only ruins their delicate flavor, but can also cause digestive discomfort. Additionally, the high oil content in pine nuts makes them prone to oxidation, a process that degrades their healthy fats and diminishes their nutritional value. For this reason, pine nuts should always be stored in an airtight container in the refrigerator or freezer, especially if you don't plan to use them right away. Another unusual but real concern with pine nuts is something called pine mouth syndrome. Some people experience a lingering bitter or metallic taste in their mouth after consuming pine nuts, which can last for several days or even weeks. While this condition isn't harmful, it can be extremely frustrating as it alters the taste of food and drinks long after eating the nuts. Scientists are still unsure why this reaction occurs in some people and not others, but it is believed to be linked to certain varieties of pine nuts or individual sensitivities. If you've ever experienced an unusual aftertaste from pine nuts, it might be worth avoiding them altogether. From a nutritional standpoint, pine nuts are not as protein-rich or fiber-dense as other popular nuts. Compared to almonds, walnuts, or pistachios, pine nuts provide less protein per serving, meaning they don't keep you feeling full for as long. They also lack the wide range of vitamins and minerals found in other nuts. For example, almonds are rich in vitamin E, magnesium, and calcium, while walnuts are packed with omega-3 fatty acids. Pine nuts, in contrast, provide fewer essential nutrients and less protein, which means they won't keep you satisfied for as long as other nuts. Given their high cost, lower protein content, and perishable nature, pine nuts may not be the most practical choice for everyday consumption, especially for those looking for nutrient-dense snacks that provide long-lasting energy. How can you enjoy pine nuts in a healthy way? If you enjoy pine nuts, they can still be a flavorful addition to certain dishes, but portion control and proper storage are essential. Stick to using small amounts in recipes rather than eating them by the handful. If you love pesto, but want a more budget-friendly and nutritious alternative, try substituting pine nuts with sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, or almonds, which provide a similar texture with more protein, fiber, and essential nutrients at a lower cost. If you do buy pine nuts, be sure to store them in the refrigerator or freezer and use them quickly to prevent them from turning rancid. While pine nuts can add a gourmet touch to meals, they lack the nutritional benefits of other nuts, are prone to spoilage, and carry the risk of pine mouth syndrome. Therefore, they are best enjoyed in moderation rather than as a daily snack. Finally, we have chestnuts, which are more starch than nutrients. When you think of chestnuts, you may picture holiday markets, wintertime roasting, and the comforting aroma of warm, nutty sweetness. Unlike most other nuts, which are known for their high protein and healthy fat content, chestnuts are unique. They are mostly carbohydrates, which makes them more similar to grains and starchy vegetables than to tree nuts like almonds, walnuts, or pecans. While they have a distinct, naturally sweet flavor that makes them enjoyable, they may not be the best choice for those seeking the heart-healthy fats and protein-rich benefits that other nuts provide. One of the main concerns with chestnuts is that they are low in healthy fats. Most nuts, such as almonds and walnuts, are packed with monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, which are known to support heart health, reduce inflammation, and improve cholesterol levels. Chestnuts, however, contain very little fat, which means they don't provide the same cardiovascular benefits as other nuts. If you're eating nuts specifically for their heart-healthy fats and satiety benefits, chestnuts won't be your best option. Another drawback is their higher glycemic index. Because chestnuts are mostly carbohydrates, they can cause a quicker spike in blood sugar levels compared to other nuts. This makes them less ideal for individuals managing diabetes, prediabetes, or insulin resistance. While their natural sweetness makes them an appealing snack, their impact on blood sugar regulation is something to consider, especially for those monitoring their carbohydrate intake. From a micronutrient perspective, chestnuts do offer some nutritional value, including small amounts of vitamin C, potassium, and B vitamins. However, they lack the powerhouse mineral profile found in other nuts. For example, almonds are rich in vitamin E, magnesium, and calcium, while walnuts are packed with omega-3 fatty acids. Chestnuts, by contrast, provide fewer essential nutrients and less protein, which means they won't keep you feeling full for as long as other nuts. Despite these drawbacks, chestnuts do have their place in a balanced diet, especially for those looking for a naturally gluten-free and lower-fat alternative to grains or starchy vegetables. Their soft, creamy texture makes them great for roasting, mashing, or incorporating into soups and stuffing, particularly in traditional European and Asian cuisines. How can you enjoy chestnuts in moderation? If you enjoy the tradition of roasting chestnuts during the holidays, you can still include them in your diet, but be mindful of portion sizes and how you pair them with other foods. Since chestnuts are high in carbohydrates and low in fat and protein, it's best to combine them with a source of healthy fat or protein to stabilize blood sugar levels. For example, you could pair roasted chestnuts with a serving of cheese, lean meat, or nuts like almonds or walnuts for a more balanced snack. Additionally, chestnuts are perishable and should be stored properly to prevent mold growth. Unlike other nuts, which have a longer shelf life, chestnuts contain higher moisture content, making them more prone to spoilage if left at room temperature for too long. If buying fresh chestnuts, store them in the refrigerator and use them within a few weeks. That wraps up the discussion on the 4 nuts you may want to be cautious about: macadamia nuts, peanuts, pine nuts, and chestnuts. Of course, everyone's health needs are a little different, so it's always a good idea to check in with your doctor or a registered dietitian if you have specific concerns. Remember, the key to a healthy diet is balance and variety. Nuts can be a wonderful way to get healthy fats, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants into your daily routine. Just be mindful of portion sizes and potential drawbacks. Whether you're aiming to support heart health, keep your mind sharp, manage your weight, or just enjoy a delicious snack, the right nut choice can make a big difference in your well-being. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If you found this information helpful, feel free to share it with friends or family members who might also benefit. After all, small steps, like choosing the right nuts, can lead to big improvements in health and quality of life, especially as we get older. Here's to snacking smarter, feeling better, and enjoying life to the fullest. Until next time, take care and stay healthy.